session recap, the party started at Tourmaline, where they had finished the business with the speaker of that town. And before leaving, Thorin managed to bargain a gem from a wealthy woman in Tourmaline to use for related experiments. And after everyone had finished their morning routines, everyone set up back to Bryn Shander, where the first stop was the House of the Morning Lord to update and tell the bad and good news to Copper and Mishan about the discovery that you guys have made at the abandoned cabin. Copper was uh, frustrated about losing his friend, but he also found some consolation about the morning star working. And Mishan, as promised, had retrieved the ring from the altar and handed it to you, Max. After doing this, everyone left the House of the Morning Lord and started discussing new plans of action, what roads to take. And that's when everyone was stopped by Sheriff Markham Sutwell, asking you to accompany him to the town hall to pay a visit to Speaker Duvesa, who had a word with wanted to have a word with you. Upon arriving there, she told you guys that had heard of the accomplishments that you have made around towns and that she was very thankful for this. But there was a favor that she wanted to ask, and was to go to Revel's End and interrogate a prisoner, someone called Valish Gant, that was a former right hand of the Council of the Speakers, but was soon to be discovered a member of the Sentharim, and made an alliance with the Arcane Brotherhood to try and turn Icewind Dale into a trade post for the Sentharim. Some negotiations were made with Speaker Duvesa Shane, and she agreed to give you guys a discount coupon at the Black Iron Blades, which was well put to well use, and everyone, well, not everyone, but you guys geared up, purchasing new armor and some adventuring gear as well as ammunition. And you guys were also given a letter with a seal to deliver to the Revel's End for you guys to be granted entrance to this place and speak to the prisoner. And the session ended after finishing shopping at the Black Iron Blades. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I would just say that that explains a lot about the Torgas and the guy they had employed that was murdering people for whatever reason. She's probably part of one of these evil organizations that try to take advantage of the poor people here in Icewind Dale by influencing political powers as well as taking over the trade and increasing the cost of goods, and people don't have a choice but to purchase their wares. So it's very troubling to see that both of these organizations are active in this region. And I just hope that we, in this effort to help Icewind Dale, can root these elements out. Sir Show weren't the best for the people, and on top of the rhyme having to deal with this as well is just great misfortune. So the question is, where do we go from here?
Well, how far away is Ravel's End?
It's quite a bit. It's a couple of days worth to get up there, and it is on the route on quest or the mission we had to secure Torga's goods from the Arcane Brotherhood. Well, I assume they are because they are from Luskan, and it's goods that arrive from there. That's why I think that she's part of one of these organizations. Maybe we can get some more information, but the quickest way to get to Ravel's End is by boat. And if we go the land route, it would take a lot longer. And it's a very unsafe passage. And also this guy that Devesa wants us to interrogate, Velish Gand, he somehow knows more about the Red Wizards that have been in this region looking for artifacts. It's, of course, high priority target to find out more.
Well, it's on the way. Is it like a big detour, or would we have enough time?
I'd estimate it probably being 1 to 3 days travel up to Ravel's End.
You know the location of Ravel's End, but you do not know exactly where the bell for the whale is.
But Torga was supposed to show us the location. We're supposed to escort her to the bell, right? And take the whale out.
Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, I thought that was like, yeah.
So the approximation
Around
is that
there,
the bell
yeah.
is here, and Ravel's End is all the way up here.
That's correct.
So it really depends if you want to do a tour like this and then take the boat over after we've secured the cargo, or we want to go up here and then back. We only have, how many days do we still? I think we only have 3 days left until we're 100% going to help Torga with the goods here.
She said within the week, so could be any days now.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we had a week from that given point. I worry about.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just worry about going through the ice. I worry about the glaciers getting in our way and possibly one either taking us out of the road or the water or causing us to go around even further than we initially had expected.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Is Torga's would we know if Torga's caravan is still in Bryn Shander?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I'd suggest we go to Torga and ask her what day they're leaving. And from there, we can take the actions if we want to go to Ravel's End first and then help her, or go help her first and then go to Ravel's End. That's the idea.
I'm having a hard time wanting to trust either of these.
Either of these what? Routes or people?
People, but I will follow you, Martok.
It will lead to the same end, rooting out the evil elements in this region. And I would say that the reason we're helping Torga in this mission is to see who is she working with, what organization is she from, and also what cargo are they bringing in? Are they bringing in more than just goods and wares? Maybe it's explosive. It could be anything else that could be even more detrimental. And is she also sending goods with them? If so, what is it? Is it more of the crystalline or shardline, I mean, or what could it be?
Also a bit worried about Duvessa. I feel like she has ulterior motives.
You think it'd be wise to open the letter?
I think so. If we're gonna risk our lives taking it there.
I mean, the letter should contain whom the prisoner is we're going to interrogate. And
They said it. She told us it changes every day, though, doesn't it?
yeah, but this is a seal of approval that we're gonna
Oh, okay.
get that very prisoner. It depends if we can reseal the letter. Can we? Because I think it has one of those seals on it.
Yeah.
I sure don't have the ability to fix a broken seal.
Yeah, neither do I.
Max?
Yeah, I don't know if
Hey-
I'd be able to.
Hey,
Oh wait, I have mending. I lied.
well, no, you have mending, but you can also become proficient in other like kits, right?
Yeah, that's true. I can also
Like
use
a
other kits.
forgery kit.
That is true. Yeah. But I also have mending too. So either or.
Are you guys still in the shop, or you guys are discussing this in the outside?
Definitely not.
I
in the
know where
shop.
I am because I missed the last session.
We're just in that shop. Basically, we're in black iron blades. We've just purchased a load of things, and we're just gonna. I don't know. Did we pick up the snowshoes and the fur coat for you, Thorn?
Yes, you did.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, was that right?
No, I was gonna say I thought you were talking about me.
Okay.
So if you'd break the seal, open the letter, and see what it's all about, Max, since you're holding it.
Okay. I guess we'll go about this carefully though. What all can I do? I guess if it's just a wax seal, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a red wax seal with the heraldry, I think it's called, of Bryn Shander stamped on it.
Okay, and it doesn't appear to be like magical at all, does it?
It does not.
Okay, I'll just pull out a dagger and slowly try to like slide the wax off of the seal. And like
Roll
one
me sleight of hands.
Sleight of hand. Here we go. Not one. I'm just gonna shred it. $11. Well, I think I already used my reroll, so you gotta keep that.
As you are slicing from the one of the sides of the letter to try and get this wax seal off, it comes in one piece, but some of the wax stuck in one of the sides, so wasn't too clean of a cut.
Okay. But yeah, let's look at this letter.
Inside there's a paper like a format, like a form. It has like decorated frames, and in it there's some like 2 or 3 paragraphs of text, but in the resume it says that she's sending I don't know what word to use for this, but I think would be emissaries,
Mhm.
and is listing your names and your descriptions, as well as the motive of your arrival to talk to the prisoner Vailish Gant, also describing Vailish Gant in here. It is a male human of medium size. His complexure, I think is the word, is kind of stout,
Mhm.
and it is also signed, and is also has a stamp on it from the Bryn Shander heraldry.
All right, I guess as I'll show the entire group and saying, I guess it really is just a letter of introduction.
Not as spicy as I was hoping for it to be.
Now I feel bad.
Well, it just shows that their motive was probably exactly what you said.
Yeah,
This is
I'll
good.
put the carefully put the letter back into it and look over to Thorin. He casts a little mending on this.
Yep, no problem. How do I cast spells with this? Yeah. Anyways, I cast mending on it and repair it.
It's like whatever the little seam was where the wax had split off.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, you put the wax back on where it was, and with your mending, comes together again in one piece.
Perfect. All right. What next?
Well, I would say we'd head over to Thorgus and see what the schedule for heading to Anjuk's Bell to call on the whale is.
Okay. As you guys are in the streets, you see a man covered in a cloak, and he has hanging to one of the sides, kind of like a big bag, and stops for a second when sees you, and then approaches and asks, "Do any of you happen to be Brutus? Brutus Stonehand?"
Who's asking?
"I am a courier. I have a letter to deliver."
Well, I know him quite well. I can take it for him.
"I'm sorry. Own hands only."
All right, you
Uh,
got me. I'm Brutus.
oh, are you Brutus?
I am.
Okay, this letter is for you. And he takes his hand into the bag and gives it out, and then says, "I also have one letter for Martok. I was told it was the other giant."
It sure is.
And again grabs a letter from the bag and hands it to you. This is all for you, and I hope you have a great day, as he makes his way away.
And
Interesting.
go ahead and open the letter.
As you open your letter, Martok, you see it is. Hold on, let me check something first. Where are my.
Did I check my mail?
Hold on. This is not it.
Well, that letter is far down in the bag on the cloak guy. So
This is not it either.
did you type them out?
Yeah, I have it, but I want to first check something on your character sheet. Oh, okay, I found it.
Okay.
It's here. Yeah, okay. You see it is written in giant,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna DM to you what it says.
Hmm.
You can't trust the others. They're all doppelgangers. Kill them all as quick as possible. You're the last one left.
Any sacrifice you have to make is worth it.
This is the translation, and this is the letter.
Hmm.
Cork of silence.
Corky.
Corky joke. Are you opening yours, Brutus?
Yeah, I would open it.
When you open it, it's a letter written in common, and the from is Speaker Daneth Whalen, and it is an apology card for trying to an attempt for getting you being sacrificed at what is this place called? East Heaven. And within the card, there's 20 gold pieces.
Mm,
Nice.
drinks are on me tonight.
Well,
Is that from the guy and his daughter? Was it, or I can't remember.
we messed up the entire draw of who was going to get sacrificed and killed, and Max
Yeah.
put the ballots like 25% of them in Brutus' name. So
Yeah, I remember that, but wasn't it his daughter or something, or am I misremembering?
oh, the secretary got the
Okay.
blame. Yeah. I remember. Thanks.
Yeah.
But then Brutus said, make sure this Brutus individual gets compensation for this.
Well, I got some. It's my family. They contacted me. They're happy to see I'm still doing good things despite my old age, and they hope I'm well and want to see me soon. But it's very heartwarming to get something like this around the holidays. Can I inspect it if that is actually their handwriting?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Roll some insight.
Okay. Thank God it was an investigation. Let's see. Insight.
Nice. I'm gonna DM something to you. There you go.
Interesting. Well, let's see if Torg is around, right? We all want to see if we can head up to Angry Expel unless someone else wants to do something else.
I have nothing I can think of that I want to do.
Head
Same.
into the square market, which isn't very far away. It's like right here. The caravan's still in there, but it looks like it's already closed in business for the day.
Well, you sorted the contact last time, Rain. I think you have a good repertoire with these evil elements.
What, to try and the contact? Wasn't that Max who got the? Or am I missing what you're saying?
No, just talk to Thorgan about the Andrew spell. You're the one that got us the mission. We're heading off to the Luskan ship through the whale.
Yeah. What you want me to do?
Well, we would certainly
her
want to
again.
know when we're heading off to see if we have enough time to go to Ravel's End or not in the meantime, or if we go straight out, since that way is kind of on the way to Ravel's End anyway.
Didn't she say? So this is what
She
Brutus
said-
was saying. So
Hmm.
we have a week from when we leave, or
She
no,
said
it's a week till when we leave, right?
within the week. Is
Oh,
what she
okay.
said.
So we don't know exactly. Okay. Sure. Well then, yeah, I guess I'll ask her when she expects us to leave.
As you arrive, she's at this same caravan with the rooftop and the red blankets, and the guys around are already used to you getting your head in, so they will just let you. And she would say, "Huh, this is something common now. I have to get a message for when the cargo is ready. Could be today, could be tomorrow. No, cannot know exactly."
And we said we'd take this is just to you. So like 3 days to get to the Ravel's End, right? Or whatever. What's it called?
Well,
Sorry,
what do
Ravel's End.
Ravelson? What do you estimate it at,
Ravel's End, yeah.
Icarus? Is it a day and a half there and day and a half back, or?
It is with sleds 7 hours go and 7 hours back.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. Well then, in that case, I'll just tell her we have already attended to some of our own personal business in the wait, and we expect something new has arisen. So we're going to deal with that, but we should be back within 2 days max.
Oh wait, did you ask the distance to Angajuk's Bell or the Ravel's End?
No, Ravel's End.
Oh, hold on, let me.
But she wants us to, yeah, but she wants us to be here, as in with her, in sometime in the next couple of days, right?
Mm.
And then
Yeah,
it's
she expects
yeah.
to leave with you guys already in. So to the Ravel's End with sleds, it is 10 hours.
Not bad.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so then yeah,
That's
it was
not bad.
same thing. 2 days max, I'd say, that we can be back by. So basically, like, would that be
2 days is a
acceptable?
long time.
If you
What
if you
if
happen to get that message tomorrow, can't you just wait 1 day?
the cargo is a ship that will be waiting for me at sea? They cannot just wait in there for a storm to sink the ship.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, as an aside, I don't want to split the party exactly, but what if some of us went with you, or like her, and then some of us went to Ravel's End? We could try convince her to.
I require many bodyguards to make sure that the people I'm making business with are deterred from pulling any move.
I have an idea.
This is very important to us that we can't just. I mean, you're essentially waiting for us to stay here. You're basically putting us in your charge now, on standby for these few days. Yeah, we've received nothing up front.
I will pay you any extra day that you have to stay in town.
Well, that's already been a few. But it's time that is precious to us, not coin.
Didn't you say you were going to be there for me to collect the cargo and then have me camp on the shore for you to go do your business?
Well, you said you were perfectly fine with that. That was part of our charge, part of the cost.
It was. And why is it so time pressuring matter now?
As I said, we have received some other business that we had already been obligated to. What's the word? we were already obligated to attend to prior to us even meeting you, so we're not going to renege on our deal with you, but I don't see why some of us can't meet you on the way.
On the way,
It's
you
close to the
mean
town,
meet at the
is
point.
less treacherous. I mean, well, it depends on. Except we can work out the specifics of where we can all reconvene together, but I don't think every single one of us needs to be with you from the beginning. It's not like you're going to be assaulted the second you leave the town gate.
If you can make it to the point, well, how will you know when you have to meet? If you're gonna be away from town.
All of us will estimate where we need to be within. We'll say that we need to leave here within 2 days, and then from that point we can work out where we should be or should meet.
And what if I leave tomorrow?
Then you'll be a day ahead of us, and we'll have to wait at least 1 day at the rendezvous point.
That would be I that I have to wait, and the ship will not wait for me to get my bodyguards to work.
Are you
If
certain
I'm
that
not
they'll
there.
only wait for? They can't wait 1 day.
I have to be as quick as possible. If one night passes by, they will just head back home.
Okay, let me consult with my party then.
Be quick.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I have 9 charisma, so I don't know if I'm the best for these things. Yeah, I do. I'll just relay everything she just said to me to you guys about potentially not being able to leave in case she gets a letter in the next hour or something.
What do you say, Rain? That did you ask her if she has a way of contacting us from a far distance? Because we could be here in a couple of hours. I mean, if she has
Yeah, I
a
could do that.
way to
But
contact
if
us.
I doubt she does, or she probably would have mentioned that. But if she doesn't, then what?
I mean, I have my owl
How far is that distance? So
on the same plane of existence.
Oh,
okay,
so you can leave the
can
owl
go.
with her?
It's just that I can only telepathically communicate or see through its eyes for up to a mile, or like 100 feet.
oh okay. But the owl can.
The owl
But then how is
itself
it going to
can
contact
have
us?
the owl itself can have the instructions of like, hey, when she lets you go with a message, fly back to me.
And it knows where you are.
It's a familiar. I did summon it, but there's nothing in the spell that says that. So
Yeah,
guess
I was
what
gonna
to do
ask,
then.
does the familiar know your exact location?
No.
Fly north.
So
If you find familiar, does that work?
yeah, I was
thought
gonna
it just
ask. That was gonna be my next question. Is if I give my familiar something, like I don't know, a carrier pigeon has a little note around its ankle or something, and it gets desummoned, does that little note just fall off of it?
Don't try to exploit this, Icarus.
I'm not
But
gonna
that-
try to
but-
exploit this. I don't like this kind of cheese. I had it in a different campaign and
I
it was
know, I know.
awful.
But it probably would disappear, but that's fine because we don't need it to have a note. We just know that when it does. Oh, I guess yeah. How would she?
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say anything extra that a familiar has doesn't go with them.
That's fair.
Kind of like how you suited Dragon docked the ring when you desummoned it
Mm-hmm.
in the other campaign, Icarus.
Yeah.
Well, then we
Okay,
don't
well-
have a reliable way. I guess. Yeah.
Well, I'll ask her in the interim. So, just we can. skip the Europe, I guess, for this because I'm just relaying. Let's pretend that you can say that I already asked her any questions. Just you guys fill me in on stuff that I should have asked. But yeah, does she have a way of contacting us? Probably
She
not. Right?
does not. She can send someone to seek for you within town.
Yeah, that's no good. Um. But then, so what if like some of us? So the problem is that like yeah, if let's say we leave and then the second we leave, she gets a note saying please come to us, whatever. Then even if someone were here, it's too late, and it's the same like distance away that the other place is, right? Or like almost
It's
7 hours,
close.
10 hours. So
It's 7 hours to the Bell, and it's 10 hours to the Revel's End with sleds.
Okay. Let's just go into her tent, and I'm gonna say, you know that you cannot pick up the cargo with our help. We will be gone for 2 days, but on the second day we will appear here and escort you. So if you want your cargo, that is what's gonna happen.
And if the cargo arrives tomorrow and you are not here, they will just leave and I lose the cargo anyway.
Well, I mean, you cannot get it anyways without our help. And you can always, if you can get a letter to them to wait for you another day, it shouldn't be that tough for you. I mean, they probably want their payment. You want your goods. I take it this
They
transaction
cannot-
is not prepaid.
Waiting at sea, and especially in the sea of moving ice, is crazy thought.
So, character, just to understand a little bit better, why is she like? Is she giving us a problem? What's the issue here?
saying we
Uh,
have to be there every step of the way, and we can't be late. So we can't leave for this place, the other place or Raven's End, because she might get the notice to go tomorrow, or within the second we leave, and then she has to leave with us, or wait for us, which she can't do, or go there alone, which she can't do.
and the cargo ship cannot wait because the sea of moving ice is dangerous, and the longer they stay there, the more probabilities there are to crash and sink. So the cargo ship basically is arrive, get the goods down, and leave. They cannot wait.
So the issue is that we're just like we have a lot of downtime in Bryn Shander. We don't know what to do with.
Basically, yeah.
And that
I want to go find my dad.
we can't leave because we need to stay here with her.
Yeah, he's in Bryn
Oh,
Shander.
okay. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I guess
Hell
Raven's
yeah,
End will have
I'm
to
down.
wait then.
I was 5 seconds away from throwing suggestion and just telling this is the way
Your
it is.
father is in Targos.
No.
Oh, that's
Oh,
really
God damn
close. Yeah, it's the next town
I thought he
over.
was in Bryn Shander.
That's
But
right.
can we leave?
Well, she will have to
Or
go
leave
through
with her?
Targos. She will have to go through
Yeah,
Targos,
okay,
I
that's
believe, to get to us anyway.
Okay, let's put a pin in Raven's End then, and sort this out first.
We also have our
Okay.
We did have a
contact.
plan, by the way, to go north after we meet the ship, remember? For that other thing.
Yep.
We're gonna use the whale or whatever to bring us.
Yep.
Are you letting Torga know that you will be at Targos?
Well, of course. She seems to want to know what we're doing and when we're doing it. I will also let her know my bowel movements for the day and let her ask her if that is okay.
Our travel to the point has to pass through Targos. As long as you go there and nowhere else, I see no issue with that.
Well, thank you.
She says nothing.
I'm just gonna say fucking bitch as I turn around. It's under my breath. Nobody else heard me.
Okay.
Just suggestion every 8 hours to stop being such a bitch.
As you leave through the south gate, it is well, you have your own sleds, so you can take your sleds there.
I'm gonna
And just
ride Rudy.
Rudy,
Yeah.
nice.
I'm making another token too, but that one works. But yeah, that is, as you guys see, a reindeer coming up next to Brutus as he hops on.
Nice.
Do you guys see that?
Hmm.
Where'd you find him?
Fine steed.
Oh, okay.
The travel there only takes you 1 hour, and as you arrive, it is night falling upon the land as it already looks darker. But this town, as it is walled, is not scared of leaving their lights on. And yeah, you are right from to this gate, and I believe there is no. Oh yeah, there's some stables in here that you remember last time you were at town.
Well, we do know a few locals here. Both the guy that we helped get his husband off the mountain, as well as our contact that gave us the mission to kill the assassin. They might know more about, or be reliable sources to find out more about Max's father.
So are we going to the Lesser
So-
Arms then?
This guy, one of the guy lived here. That was a guy,
Yeah, I remember-
Gareth, I
yeah.
think.
Gareth
And Boy.
and Keegan,
Yeah, and then up here, Liz something. Lives up here.
Lynn.
Lynn lives out here. Yeah. So either of those two, I believe, will give us what information they can without being deceitful. I think it's a good start to go with the people we know first. What do you think?
Yeah, I
Max?
would agree.
Which destination are you stepping on first?
Or find out what Max says.
Mm.
I'm gonna take a back seat for this one because I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, I mean, sounds like just traveling over to the next city and just like investigating while we're waiting for.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
right.
No, we're
Oh,
here.
yeah,
We're here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was fast.
So what do you know about your dad?
Well, he's a gnome. Looks a lot like me, a little bit more rugged from all of his time in the tinkering industry. Used to work for which lord was it? What it would be the speaker of this town, right?
No, would have to be someone different.
Okay, so worked under a lord. I wasn't quite ever familiar with them. They didn't seem to have the time of day for kids. But yeah, we were basically looking for a lord that lives here, and that's just about all I know. There can't be too many of them, and has this signet as their. I'm assuming their crest would be the same or similar.
So who would you like to go to first, Max? Gareth, that we helped out to save his husband off the mountain, or Lynn, was it maybe? That we helped with getting Thorga's assassin taken care of, because those are both contacts that we can trust their information.
Let's try Garrett.
Let's go.
Leaving your sleds at the stables, it is just 4, maybe 3 blocks down to the house where Garrett lives, and because it is night, it looks quiet.
Passing the Thorga's house, do I still see my knife drawing of Martok was here?
Yes, it is there.
Okay.
Proud of you.
No, if no one else is gonna knock, I'm gonna knock on the door, guys. Gonna
As you know,
toss Max in.
few, few seconds passes, but finally, open the door and you see the man that you rescued from the mountains. He looks a lot better in much better shape, and when he sees you, he has a pleasant surprise in his face and says, "Oh, it's you! I thought you were doing some more adventure, and it was some time has passed. I expected you to arrive sooner, but this is a good time as any. Please come in." And as he gestures you to come in, you see he's got some one of his legs is now wooden.
Good to see you guys again. I hope things have been good since you returned. And where is Oh, we're at Lynn's, huh?
No, we're
No, we're
Garrett's.
at-
You're at
yeah.
Garrett.
Where is Boy?
As you guys come in and you say, "Boy," you see the dog peek from a corner and then get all excited and go running around you and saying hi.
Beautiful. All right. I'm gonna start taking
Boy
notes.
has been a very good companion. He hasn't left ever since I arrived. He used to be one of my best sled dogs, but I'm keeping it for my house.
It's a good dog you got there. If it wasn't for him, we may have never found you.
Gotta pet him.
Definitely a very good boy. Garrett, you wouldn't guess who arrived. And you see from the very back of the house, the same man with long hair. I believe I said he's not ginger. He's blonde.
Hmm.
And says, "Oh, but if he's in the heroes of the town, well, not the town, but maybe of our lives." I was working on something for you that I finished quite some days ago, but I'm glad you passed by because I've been excited to present it to you. As he takes kind of like a rolling table, and inside of there's wooden carved figurines, and each describes each one of you. One of them is a large Goliath with a hammer posing like fuck, kind of like with the hammer disc pointed downward. And the other is a Goliath, also with a shield and a hammer, doing kind of like an attack battle stance. Another is a long-haired humanoid with a rapier, kind of like being drawn. And there is a little gnome with what tries to represent fire coming out of his hands. I made these for you as a token of my appreciation.
Thank you.
Good craftsmanship.
I
Very
didn't
nice
bring
fit.
anything. I'm been embarrassed.
No need. What you've done for us is more than enough for a lifetime.
Bow my head and
Right.
take the carving.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna grab obviously the bigger Goliath.
I'm adding the Martok figurine to my sheet.
Each is worth 10 gold pieces, in case someone's wondering.
instantly sell it.
That's Triglios, the local general store. Yeah, that'll go down
Yeah,
well.
just back to
He finds it at the closest pawn shop.
Try to
I
sell it
see
to
you
him.
also have a new friend with you. It's a pleasure to meet you. If it wasn't for the people you're traveling with, I would have never seen a new day again.
Oh, nice to meet you as well. Yeah, it seems like this group has gotten up to quite a lot of things.
Definitely. We even have heard rumors that you guys have a name.
A name?
Oh, really? And what is this name?
I have forgotten it. It has something to do with giants.
Hmm. Interesting.
I heard it on one of my travels, and it reminded me of the group that saved my life, but wasn't sure if it was you.
Hmm. Possible. There's a lot of adventurers going out right now, saving lives with 2 Goliaths, so.
if there are another party of Goliaths out there roaming around, getting up to exploits, then I think we should meet them.
That would be cool.
So what happened
I
with
know what their intentions are.
Go
Go on.
what happened with Pirilu? Was that her name?
Perillo made her. Wait. No, Perillo is the one that died.
Okay, what was hers?
No. Wait, no. Astrid is the one that died. Perillo is the one that survived. Yeah, you're right. She made her travel back to the Sword Coast
Hmm.
after what she had to go through in here. She said her adventuring days were over.
Well, that is understandable after her entire party of friends died in that Yeti cave. Poor
A
girl.
true shame. A day I wish I could forget, but I guess every experience we live forge who we are.
Mm. Well, we came here to see how you're doing, but we also have some additional questions. There's a certain someone we're looking for.
Anything we can help with, I am more willing to.
I elbow Max.
Yes.
Roll for damage.
Knocked out. But as I speak up, yes, we've actually been looking into finding a certain person around here. My should be under one of the local lords, my father.
This town has a lot of. I just forgot the word. I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Residents?
Let me look the translation because I know the word in Spanish.
Biblioteca.
That's library, man. It's
It's the only one I know.
the same in
This
Swedish.
town has been sponsored by many groups and people due to the influence of its speaker. Speaker Maxildenar has some influence over the Sword Coast, and he has brought some good business and vendors to this town. Some of the people sponsoring the town don't exactly live in here, but if there's some names I know, I will let you know anything I know.
Hey DM. What's my dad's name?
I don't know. I thought you would come up with something.
Yeah, I can come up with something. I gotta think.
What is happening?
Are you my dad?
Maximilian Senior. Yeah, done.
Done. All right. It is. Here we
There's
go. Otto.
something really weird going on outside. I said we take our bio breaking here, and we will return in 5-ish minutes.
Okay.
BRB.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm back in a sec.
Mm-hmm. So Keegan and Gareth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Maxildemar. The town speaker. Did rain drop out? Yeah.
I mean, he left the call. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you want from me, Johan.
Mm.
God.
I'd say judging from the roll, because we could have started in any of the 10 towns, yeah? So judging from the rolls, this was probably one of the better rolls.
Targos.
Yeah. We could have started in that one with the mine and the mine flare thingamajigs, as well as
Oh yeah.
the gnome with the exploding device. We could have started in the one with where the town care was taken over by cult. Could have been a lot worse.
They all sound about the same. You think they're different?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, they all sound like the relatively like same kind of.
I mean, this one was, I guess, having to take care of an assassin at level 1, and he was like level 3. But it was 5 of us,
Mhm.
and then getting sent on a mission up to a mountain. I'd say some towns seems a lot more quiet than others.
Yeah, definitely.
Hi, hi.
Aye.
So man,
Are you guys
I don't
playing
know.
D&D?
We are playing D&D. I'm sitting here just going over stuff.
Thought we were. I don't know where Rain went.
Oh, he disconnected.
Mhm. Indeed.
Yeah, you said bio break, and he said, "Oh, really?" And I don't know if he thought maybe we were like ending session or what.
No, he would have said bye.
I think you know people, huh? In the words of my manager, some people's kids. Or in the words of Johan, don't assume it's the mother of all fuck ups.
No, assumption is the mother of all fuckers.
Assumption, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I keep combining the two,
Yeah.
the sayings.
That is a very good saying.
Yeah.
Well, because the saying that I heard growing up was don't assume because it makes an ass out of you and me.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
But
what I heard.
Johan's is
Sense.
assumption is the mother of all fuck ups.
Those two are very good.
Yeah.
But enough sayings and more playings.
But yeah, my father's name is Otto Cogsworth.
I have not heard that name before. I'm sorry.
Unfortunate. He ran the cogwheel over in Brenshander before the great what do they call this? The Everfrost?
The everlasting
Rhyme.
rhyme.
The everlasting rhyme. Yeah.
I remember that shop actually. It was filled with useful gadgets. So your father was the one that ran it, huh?
Yeah, me and him ran it for quite some time until people started having less interest in different gadgets and things to help in everyday life, and they were just struggling to survive in the cold.
I'm sorry to hear business went under.
Yeah, it shouldn't have gone under as quickly as it had. Lord from this region had offered him some help to stay afloat through these years, but things went awry, and now I believe he's somewhere with this lord, or at least under his care, somewhere here. I'm just trying to find them.
It sounds,
This is the signet of them, if you recognize that, as I show them the signet ring.
as they look at it, they make a strange face, and I have not seen or dealt with any of these looks. This is, although a powerful, not a very big town. I'm sure if you keep looking around, you'll have some luck.
Well, surely the townspeople would know what the seal is. I did not know you
We
had
couldn't
it.
even talk to that fucker last time.
Yeah,
Don't you remember?
he's away a lot of the times. Yeah, he wasn't here. We've hopefully he's in town today.
I
Maybe
believe he is.
so. Thank you so much for these fantastic wooden figurines. They
It was
was a
nothing compared to what you did.
perfect representation, except for Brutus's. He uses a
Oh.
pick now.
That's fine.
When I first saw you, you were wielding a hammer.
I appreciate the work nonetheless.
Great.
It makes me very happy to know it. You liked it.
Well, I'm very happy that you're alright and that you made it back safely and back in your house, probably taking a lot easier, not going on excursions, helping adventurers to find adventure and getting your limbs lost. But
Yeah, sadly, my days of adventure are long over now.
yeah. Well, we better be on our way because we want really to find Max's father here in town, and perhaps there's someone that would know more about this.
Wish you best of luck, and you're welcome anytime.
So, Max, what do you think our next stop is? Would we go to Lynn, that is the contractor that got us the mission to help the region out, or I would say the speaker would be a target that might know about the signet ring more.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, the speaker would probably know who the ring belonged to. They're probably in charge of keeping track of that kind of thing. Yeah, let's go to the speaker next.
So going into town hall, because it is already nighttime, doors are closed, but it seems to be some activity going on inside.
Some sort of activity going on inside? Like, can I hear like
People,
a meeting, a party?
not kind of like a party or a meeting, but more like people still working.
Burning the midnight oil. What time is it?
Around, it's going to be 7 now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if people are still working, this is probably the perfect time. The speaker's probably around. Yeah, walk up to the front entrance. I always forget how these is it a speaker house or is it like a guild hall where you can just walk in?
This is the town hall. You can walk in, but you would know that the speaker's house is on the second story of this same building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I'll walk in and look around for presumably like a secretary of some kind.
You see the same person that attended to you the other day. You remember him being called Knox, and he's doing some paperwork and talking to another person that is well, if you try to hear what they're talking about, is like taxes and other legal affairs.
Stocks, bonds, buy, sell, high, low.
Is it though? Is it though? If I
What do you?
is that really what they're talking about?
Yeah, not even with a, don't even need a check
Okay.
to know that they're.
All right.
Are you waiting for the person to be done with business?
Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, I'll probably just wait like 2 or 3 minutes and like make them aware of my presence, but don't interject.
He looks at you and gives you like a wait sign with the hand like this.
Yeah, and I'll just wait.
And after a few minutes, this person is like done talking and stands up and leaves and knocks, looks at you and calls you in. What may I help you with today?
Hello. At the moment, I'm looking for my father, who I believe had some affairs with one of the local lords here. I wasn't quite sure which lord it was, but I knew it was local to here. I have their signet. If you could help me find out which one it is,
May I take a look?
I show them.
Yeah, that person doesn't work with us anymore.
Well, if you have any information on where I might be able to find them at all.
Let me try to search through, and she's going to take a pile of papers and is gonna slowly look at each one of them, like. And it's gonna do that with each paper, and there's a big pile of them.
Oh.
This is gonna take a little.
Is
Do you want us to give you a hand?
If you don't mind, look for the same signet that the guy just showed me.
Okay, I'll just pass around papers to everyone.
After some minutes of searching, everyone that's flicking papers, roll me a d20.
Okay.
One.
That means I found the one we needed, right?
Brutus, you find the same signet that is shown on the ring. Oh wait, Dylan is rolling. Okay. Brutus, you found it.
Oh, right. I will show it to Max, and I definitely found it off dumb luck. I was going to pick up a stack of papers and dropped it, and luckily found it with that freaking one.
Yeah, that could be what happened. Inspecting the paper, it is a person called Rosabella that worked with Argos, is someone from Luskan, and they provided what's the word? Furniture.
Okay. So Rosabella from Roscan, and they
Luskan.
Luskan.
Loskin.
Luskan, the evil region. The Arcane Brotherhood.
Well, this is a good place to start, and it gives us a name to go off of.
Anything else you need?
No, I think that was it. Thank you very much.
Well, I, for one, would love to talk to Nerith Maxildonar, since we have not spoken to him.
Speaker Maxildonar is not taking visits at the moment. And as he says that, you see from the second story building, the stairs He's coming down, Speaker Maxillinar himself, and he says, "Ah, what? That is nonsense. They're all friends of mine. Let them come." And he gestures for you to follow upstairs.
All right, we'll follow behind.
Yeah. So we heard you were looking
Ah,
for some work here and had taken in a couple of kobolds that we send your way.
Ah, so you were the bastards that did that one to me. They're doing well, I think. People are still not too fond of them, but they're doing their best.
That is good.
Helping out at the dogs. There's never enough hands.
That's sure. So I've heard around the rumor mill that you're been looking for work.
During these rough times, I've been reaching out to the smaller towns to offer them a hand, maybe a better place to be. It is not as cold in this town because of the walls that have been built. And the job opportunities in here are greater than in the smaller villages.
So you're thinking of expanding the town. You only have so much space within the city walls, don't you?
I do, actually, now that you bring that up, but not exactly expand this town, maybe create new spaces.
That is most interesting. I'm happy for you
So
that
tell
you.
me,
Go ahead.
what is it that you liked to talk with me about?
as I pipe up, well, we've been looking for a specific lord or lady, as it seems, that used to work under this town. Rosabella.
That good for nothing. Yeah, I did business with her a long time ago.
Yeah, I've been trying to find my father, who was supposed to be sorting some dealings out with her quite a while ago, but hasn't returned in quite some time. I thought he was still going to be here, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
What is the name of your father?
Uh, Otto Cogsworth, the one
Oh
that owns
yeah,
the
the owner
cogwheel.
of the cogwheel. I do remember him. Almost always late on taxes, but a good man overall.
Mhm.
So he's gone missing, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure of it until I entered into this town today. But yeah, it seems like he's just fully missing at this point.
And what you said it had some dealings with Rosabella.
Yes, he had previously lost a signet ring of hers uh in a fishing accident, and I show him the ring, and I would thought he was simply going to deal with those matters over here, but after not replying to some of my letters, I went to investigate and this and that, and here we are.
Rosabella was a cunning woman. She's no longer doing business with me anymore, so she had decided to retrieve all her influence back to the Sword Coast. But hold on, give me a second. Book always takes a bit to load.
Hmm.
Roll me a d6.
D6. 2.
Ooh.
2. When she left, she took everything she had with her, and maybe when she tried to have the ring back and didn't find it, had your father gone to some prison.
Ah.
This is a wild guess. Knowing Rosabella, she is capable of going to such lengths.
There's only one person in this region, isn't there?
Every town has its own, but Odo is certainly not within our files.
Okay, so our next best bet would likely to be go over to Loscan and investigate their prison. Then, is that what you're saying?
No, Ravel's End. The
Ravel's End.
maximum, whatever it's called, prison in this region. The one you can't get to. You're locked up. Rotated numbers of prisoners, probably treated like shit.
Yeah, not a good.
I wouldn't see that. Wait, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't rule that out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. This gives us a another place to look for the future, at least.
I'm glad I was of any help. And hey, if you see any more workers willing to do some good for the town, don't doubt to send them over.
Absolutely.
Once again, when you say the good of the town, what are they doing in this town? What kind of work?
Argos is known to own the largest fishing fleet of Icewind Dale, and
I can see it's frozen over here.
apparently it is just getting bigger and bigger. The piers inside the town are frozen, but the large ships are anchored at the
Hmm. Gotcha.
between the frozen lake and the lake. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interessante.
Anyone else got any more questions for the town speaker?
No,
When he said expand, did he mean dig underground?
no. He said he was gonna plot new land. That's how he made it sound.
Yeah.
No, it sounded like he didn't want to go outside. Or you mean like...
No, he said like
Take over
create
something.
new towns or something.
Oh, okay. That is a great new land or something. Sounded weird.
He said after the rhyme, though, right? Like this dude's not gonna create more places for these people to suffer.
Yeah, he said that's the future plan.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's the only reason I haven't asked any questions, because out of character, I don't trust these fucking speakers. These dudes.
Have we met a speaker we trust? Probably the guy in what's it called? The name of the town. The one with the orc fortress.
Robus.
East Haven was the orc bartender, maybe.
No, not the bartender. The place with the haunted place. Remember we met the Dwargar?
Oh
in the
yeah,
basement?
yeah, that one. Care
Oh.
Dinival, maybe the first one up north with the
Yeah, that sounds
where you
right.
where you met the Red Wizard in the basement and the statue of Levistus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Care Koenig, perhaps.
no. Kirkonig is the other one.
Okay,
Her
then it's
Dinival,
Care Dinival.
Pranoxever.
Brother of Wide Receiver.
So, after getting this new information, where are you guys going? It is already dead at night.
Yeah,
Well-
and Mom said we had to go back soon, so.
Mom?
Torga.
Oh yeah, but the tree flag and sailing bartender's called Ma. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I was being a smartass.
I'll gladly go to Three Flag and Sailing and grab myself a whatever this horrid fish is called.
Knucklehead trout.
Yeah.
That's where we saw the. We met the fishers there. That's where we first learned of Old Bitey.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to go in and check the rumor mill, see if she got any news.
Investigate the ale flagons, make sure that they're up
Yeah.
to snuff.
Yep, that's right.
I'm
Heading
not sure
in.
this is a good use of our time.
Okay.
I can't think. I have nowhere I would like to go, so it's wherever you guys want to go.
Well,
Yeah, same.
Max.
We have to stay here to look for Max. Yeah.
No, he's a Ravel's End, or in a prison in one of the towns. But if he did something
Did
really
we
bad,
confirm 100% that it's Rival's End? Do they even know what Rival's End is?
well, it's the worst prison you can get to in this region. And I don't know what kind of things your father did, Max. How bad were they? I mean, if this person was a rotten egg and something happened, it's
Well, he said he was slow to pay taxes, so maybe it was something to do with that. He didn't say like, oh, he killed a load of children. So it was probably like something, not too bad, but
hmm.
Are cogwheels a code word for something out here?
No, it's just a common gnomish last name. Yeah, I'd say the worst thing he did was lose that ring accidentally. Other than that, a saint of a man.
Is your
If
father a
anything
gambling
was
man?
told, if anything was said about him, then it was likely falsified.
Is he a gambling man? Maybe he had some debts or bets or traded off the ring as a parting thing.
Well, he'd lost the ring to Old Bitey.
Hmm.
As far as debts go, I'd say that's the only thing. Is Rosabella said that they'd help him. I wasn't entirely sure of the terms of that agreement. I'm assuming it was for a share in the company.
well, then let's just check the prison here. We know it's in the basement. That's where Martok was.
Hmm.
Every town has a jail. We learned that from the other town that we
Hmm.
snuck in to see the Red Wizard and got your bag from.
Speaker told you that there's no auto on the files for the prison.
Well, then it's back to Bryn Chandler. Check their prison, and perhaps since it's the largest town, they might have the prison records.
Yeah.
I still think it's most likely to be in that town where Rosabella presumably went back to with the Arcane Brotherhood and such.
That's outside of this map. That's in the Sword Coast, way down south. It's like
Oh, okay.
like 10, 15 days worth of travel south.
More, that's like 15 months of travel.
Okay, yeah. I'd say
The
he's
Sword
not there.
Coast?
Okay.
That's a fucking journey.
oh, we know what we're doing after the Frostbite.
That's my chance with Ravel, and that's why I said that. And it'd be nice to confirm by any records in any town, but Bryn Chandler's the main town in this region, and hopefully they know something.
I mean, I'm up for going to Revel's Inn, but I think given the time crunch that we have,
No, we
on the city
can't.
right now, we can't.
No, go to Bryn Chandler to check their records. Go to Torga to the coast, and then after go to Ravel's End.
Okay. That sounds like a
Okay.
good plan.
But doesn't that mean we have to go back?
We need to see Torga anyway, so
We had to go back anyway. We came here because it was only like you said an hour, didn't you, Cass?
Yeah,
On-
with
on
sleds.
saddles. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you saddled with the others on sled.
Well, yeah.
2 seconds.
One of you is more than welcome to ride on my back.
Are you on a
I
reindeer?
guess not. I'm not a fucking reindeer. I'm already on it. Are we going back then?
Yeah,
Bryn
we
Shander?
should come.
Okay. That is another hour of travel, so it makes it 8 in the night. Getting into town, you don't no longer see the caravan. It has most presumably had been stored into some shed. But there's two places where oh wait, you're not looking for Torga. You're gonna inquire about the prison thingy.
Just to make sure that there's no other prison close or something.
Okay, so heading into the town hall.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. If Devesa is awake, maybe all these town speakers are awake at odd times of night.
Heading in, don't see the Vesa, but you see someone else like taking charge of people that comes in and out. Is a woman.
We would love to speak to Devesa Shane. Is she
Oh, hi,
currently awake?
good evening. Mrs. Duvesa is not currently available to talk, but I can try to solve any inquiry you have.
Well,
As I let her know, I've been sent over here. What was the previous speaker's name from the other town we were just in?
Neller's.
Max Tildenar.
We were over in a town over talking to Max Sildenar, looking at the local jail records and looking for a specific person who might be incarcerated here. Do you know of anyone by Otto Cogsworth on your books?
I'll have a look. As she pulls out some files and starts flicking through them, and after 1 or 2 minutes says, sadly enough, I don't see any records of any Otto on our files.
To the Sword Coast it is. Oh, thank you for your time. Does anyone else have any questions?
Yes, have you checked out
No,
this full name Autobot? No, I don't have any.
Is there any other inn outside the North Look where we could stay the night?
You know, the other inns have fallen under because of the rough business, and this one is the only that stood standing.
Well, I guess we're going to a singing fish then. Maybe you can hear one of the other lines of that song, Max.
Which song?
It was your father's thrown magic mouth on it, so it keeps repeating a song from your childhood or something of that fashion. The one I cut.
No,
the
it
face
was
on.
not his father. It
Okay.
was a random wizard that came in and just enchanted
Ah.
the fish.
That's even more odd. Well, and it's late at night anyway, so Northlook is a good place to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it is bustling. People are passing on bottles and mugs, and this has always known to be like a loud place.
Well, I don't think we need drinks here. We got Thorin here to pour us a couple.
Yeah, exactly. I got my trusty alchemy jug.
And Brutus got like a keg full of beer.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't need to do anything. We can just sit down, order a glass of water, and Rain can drink, and we can pour it out and pour something else.
Roll me
I
a
would like some
perception
mayonnaise.
group check.
Okay.
You want some mayonnaise? Is that what
No,
you
no.
said?
Oh, I can hook you up with mayonnaise.
A gallon of
Cup
mayo.
mayonnaise?
Vampires
cup
love
full of
mayonnaise.
Girl, in a survival situation, you wouldn't be dissing the mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's protein.
Eating it out of the jar like Winnie the Pooh with his honey.
That's so gross.
Bare
Ugh.
fisting it.
I bet that's what Thorin would do.
She is repulsed by mayonnaise.
Okay, we got 3 group checks so far. 2 more.
Need Rains and Thorin's.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Mine's already.
Yes.
Okay.
not one and not 20.
8.
Thorin, you can hear the people talking around you, and some of them are just gambling, others are talking about their everyday. But roll me another d20.
Oh no!
This fucking game with the 1s and 20s, man.
You hear, yeah, right? First a 20, then immediately a 1. You hear a woman is talking to a younger man, and they're just talking about some rumors that have been going on about, and they say, the woman says, I have heard that beyond the sea of moving eyes, there is an isle. People say it is home to the Frost Maiden, and there might be. Wait. There's a mighty whale with a strange boat on its back that knows the location of this isle. Maybe the whale can take people to there and uncover the secrets that it has.
Yeah, I'm gonna nudge Maxie and ask him if he has heard about this whale before. And try to keep it low key so like they don't know that I'm eavesdropping on them.
All right.
Have I heard of this whale before?
Yep, you have. It's Andrew's spell and Thorga's quest. We're gonna ride the whale out to the Luskan ship for her goods.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Could be a different whale, but we're assuming it's that one.
It could be multiple whales with ships on their
Yeah.
back.
Either way, sounds like a whale of a time.
Hmm.
Oh my god, you guys. So basically, the rumor is that there is an island beyond the sea of moving eyes, and the whale knows its location. And the Frost Maiden might be in that isle. That's what people say.
Oh.
Why do they call it the Sea of Moving Eyes?
Because there's a lot of chunks of ice being dragged by the currents, so any ship that approaches is in constant risk of being crushed between them.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
For the ice never moves? What the hell?
It's a joke. It's like the moving ice sea. It's ice that never moves.
Ah.
I think Thorin
no.
got so he rolled like a critical roll in stealth here. He's not in the bar.
Oh shit, I didn't grab him.
I was just being sneaky.
So about that beer. You got glasses in here?
Yeah, I'll go up and I'll put one of that 20 gold that I got on the table to pay for the first round.
Are you paying for it? Isn't Thorin pouring from the jug of alchemy?
He only has, I think, like ale, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's just beer.
Yeah.
Oh, then where are you gonna buy?
Something a little stronger as well. Well, beer is good, but
Some
something to
dwarven
make
gut
us
buster.
either forget things or remember things. Yeah,
Mhm.
if they got some, I'll take it.
Oh, I lied. So it has 4 gallons of beer per day and 1 gallon of wine.
Ooh.
And 8 gallons of water if you're a pussy.
I'd love some wine instead, man. We haven't had
Rain.
wine this entire time, man.
Rain
Or-
here drinks water only.
Do you have blood?
Rain drinks
There's no blood,
mayonnaise and
sadly.
Okay.
water.
Oh.
That's it.
Mayonnaise as well.
There's also acid, basic poison, another favorite, honey.
Imagining.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I'll go with the honey actually.
We'll throw the honey in with the beer. That sounds pretty good.
Ooh, actually, yeah, you're right. That does sound really good.
Anyone want some mayo wine?
Don't you ever say that again.
That's actually mead, not the mayo wine. Honey and
Oh,
liqueur. That's mead. Yeah.
This mayo was a fine vintage.
Yeah. Mead is just honey wine.
Yeah. You can make it from berries and stuff as well. I
I
think.
believe so.
But I will sit with the group after that. Just try to ask them a little bit more about themselves. Gonna ask Rain, how come you never drink with us?
I like to keep my senses sharp always.
Makes sense. I guess for me, if I'm gonna die, I would like to at least have a drink in my system. But I respect that. I won't press you on it.
Oh, thank you for your understanding. Of course, I don't mind when you gentlemen partake. It's just a personal choice. But don't let me get in the way of your fun.
Where do you come from, Rain?
Right, I just remembered on that Marduk, we were supposed to have a. Remember the last time I wasn't there for the session when you're like, "Oh, we should catch up on what happened before,"
Yeah.
or did we do that? Don't think.
It was just a dump from the DM into the chat. But yeah, last time where you were sleeping, we went over to the Vesa chain and got the information about Valish.
Oh, I know what happened, but I'm saying we were supposed to. Remember, you were like, "Oh, you tell me what
we never catch up on that now.
what went down." Yeah, so we'll have to do that. Well, you can do it now, I suppose. We can incorporate that into this conversation. But yeah, so let me actually pull up my backstory because I don't remember all the finer details. Where is it? Okay. Where do I write this stuff down? Oh yeah, notes. Oh yeah. So for a while now I've been traveling around. That's how I came to find this place. But where I originally come from is some world, I guess you could say, that was far away from this one, or at least I didn't know it was until something happened there that caused me to question where I actually was. But when I was a child, I grew up in a very dark place. It was kind and there were good people there, but compared to this world, it was sort of hollow, I suppose you could say. And I grew up there with my family, learning about lands far beyond and I frequented the library a lot and trained with my father. And oftentimes, as I got older, I realized that it was our duty there to destroy the evil that beset us and our people. It wasn't until I was much older that I realized that our land was sort of separated from this one. But something happened when my father and I and the rest of his companions defeated some evil there. A mission that I couldn't partake in at the time, but I learned that whatever they did, although it saved the land, it sort of caused a rift to separate or to rejoin that land to this one. And that's how I found myself here. So the shell of my old home was sort of broken completely, and I had to find a new cause and a new place to reside because I couldn't go back to where I was. I'm trying to piece together what exactly that place was that I grew up in. It was certainly real. I know it wasn't a dream or anything, but I haven't heard of anyone else experience something like that before. That's why I'm interested in magic, because I think it was some magical veil or barrier or something that kept it separate. Or perhaps it was always part of this world and it was just we were under some kind of spell. But I know that my father always alluded to it being put off or anathema to this world or somehow inaccessible. But then and he told me that was in part due to the evil that resided there. So once that evil was vanquished, then the veil lifted and I was able to roam the lands as I do now. And Martok, to answer your question, that's a thirst that unfortunately is part of my bloodline. Although I can assure you that it's under control. I'm not, well, you may have heard of such creatures as vampires, but I can assure you that's not what I am. Otherwise, I would not be able to walk in the sun. I would not be able to move in flowing
There's
water.
no sun in this land.
You have
Yeah.
a stake through your heart. But I thank you for telling us that. Do you plan on getting back?
That world, I don't think I can. To describe it to you would be like living in I don't know if you've ever seen these, but perhaps they have them in this land, but it's like a small toy, like a glass vial that when you shake it, there's snow, like a mockery of snow or a mimicry of snow. I've seen them in my travels. I don't think you may have any here because there's snow everywhere, so why would you? But it was almost like one of those places. I don't think I can return because once the evil was destroyed, the globe seemed to shatter, and it was as if in its death knells a disaster befell that land. So if I do go back, I think it'll just be a ruin. It certainly was when I left anyway.
It's terrible. If we find one of these mimics, these globes of snow, you'll have to find me one. I have not seen them.
Certainly. He's describing the snow globe, by the way.
Mm.
Like the shaky things.
I respect you, too, for not having to fight, but choosing to.
Well, I think at
learned
least my father left me with one thing, was that it instilled me with this duty to seek out evil and destroy it. So, but yes, I can assure you that I can swear to you all that I have no desire to draw blood from anyone here. It's a thirst, but it's not one that needs to be quenched, if you understand.
I do. I'm sorry about your father. It's rough. About your whole people and where you came from.
Most of them are still alive, of course. My family and my father's retinue. are still alive, but when they destroyed their enemy, I know this happened at sea. It was within a storm, and it was a storm that ultimately led to their demise. But I know my father's companions and his retinue opted to continue on, but I told them to settle or to find a land to settle and remain there, and that I would take what I'd learned and try and find out either similar folk to myself, or at the very least put my life to good use and try and root out evil where I could not go before. So I'm sure that's what my father would have wanted. And now I find myself here with you folk. I think I've made a right choice.
Well, good. I'm glad we've not disappointed so far, and I hope we can continue to fight evil together.
As do I. Wherever we may find it, I know this is certainly a formidable foe, probably more powerful than my father would have fought in his time. I don't know any magic like this winter.
I do not worry all so much about the rhyme. It's the evil of the people that scares me sometimes. That is one you can't always fight with weapons. And I don't think too good to fight it other ways. But with the rest of you, perhaps we can actually make a change. Well, thank you. Bartender, another round, please. Your finest water, if you have it.
My glass is already topped off.
I'll go up.
What about you, Thorin? You came out of a hole in the ground, but as far as we know, there's not much else to it. Like, you dug your way through this entire region and came out of nowhere in a mine.
Well, it's part of a large reason for my distaste of mayonnaise is that's all I had to survive off of when I was mining through there. Well, but I had some drow chasing after me as I found a vein of silver that I wanted to use for one of my projects, and I'd mined a little too deep trying to chase some more of it. And at some point, drow must have gotten into the tunnel and started chasing after me, and I had to collapse it. And I didn't have much of a choice but just to keep digging further and further. I would have died if it weren't for my alchemy jug.
That's a heck of a story. You must have been digging for quite a while.
Yeah, without being able to see the sun, I wasn't sure how long it had been, but could be worse.
Guess it could have. Well, I'm glad we found you and your help throughout this mission. We certainly need an extra hand in this venture to rid this region of the Frost Maiden.
Yeah, I'm glad I've stumbled into such a capable group such as you guys.
Well, you're I'm really happy to have you here.
We could go back once this is over, or do you think the drow will always be on your tail?
It depends what's for me out here. I honestly don't mind the change of scenery too much. I was from a city of dwarves, so there was more than a handful of craftsmen in every single city.
Well, there's probably a shortage here, but hearing from Max's story, it sounds like the tinkerer's story in this part of the world is not too profitable. But at least
Oh,
Go ahead.
during an eternal winter, maybe.
Maybe you can create some heating devices.
That's actually a really good idea. I'd probably be able to whip something up like that one of these days while we're on the road.
That would be nice. Some socks of sorts to cover our feet.
A tall person comes into the inn, is wearing darker attire than usual, and is covering their face with a scarf and their head with a hood. And you recognize them as working for Torgas, as he's got the insignia of the caravan on his shoulders, and approaches to you, puts a note on the table and says, business arrive tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Turns around and leaves.
Cool.
I guess this is the order for us to go to bed. It's getting late already.
It is indeed around 10 p.m., I would say.
One last drink.
Maybe a roadie. Maybe we should go back to Bryn Shander and just sleep there for the night. She's not
You
gonna
are
leave
in Bryn
the
Shander.
We are in
house.
Bryn Shander. How much have been
Wait,
drinking?
we went
Brutus?
back already?
Brutus, what?
Yeah, we checked
how,
the other
how many
prison.
rounds do you
My
have?
mistake. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We did come to.
We had to go back because she was here. So
Yeah, you're right. I was just gonna say, okay.
Okay,
Oh.
it's definitely bedtime then. Not another round. We can hear that from Brutus. So
Yeah.
As night comes into its conclusion, everyone's heading to bed. Anything you guys would like to do? Any prayer, identify, attunement, anything?
Man, I got this really neat, strange dark pearl.
I know what it is. Mark.
Based on that, do you have on your inventory the gray bag of many things?
the bag the I thought it was the bag of useful items or something. No, not that.
The
But
gray bag of many things.
yeah, I have it in my notes. I don't think I've actually put it into my character sheet yet.
Maybe you heard black pearl when I said black bag.
No, because
maybe-
first time, because I remember when I got the bag. That was when I got the fireball scroll as well from the general. I've had this pearl for a lot longer than that.
Huh. So it's still a mystery.
I gotta
Do you
go
know
back
what it
in
is,
more
Mark?
sessions. No, I've been
Ah,
been watching a lot of sessions because Max said that he said at the end of the session that he wanted to check it out, but he couldn't. And the amount of times where actually Max is at the end of the session are very few. So I wouldn't know because I don't remember. I think I should look again at the ones where we're at the Caradinival with the keep and the cultists.
But you
Max, do
picked
you
up a black
remember?
pearl from somewhere,
Do-
and you don't remember where it was.
Do you remember what your trinket is? If you do, don't say it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We still have that in our DMs too, don't we?
What thing? The trinket, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an unknown item, Rain, that we is on Max's sheet that we don't know where it came from, or which section it was. So it's a,
No
It's
one
a black
does.
pearl.
yeah, it's 100 hours worth. Yeah, not
It
really.
says black pearl, but I don't remember giving any black pearl to anyone ever.
Black pearl.
Oh yeah, great bag of tricks, not many things. I mistook that.
Yeah, bag of tricks.
Um. I can't remember any Black Pearl.
Me neither.
I mean, then again, Brutus also didn't even remember coming to Bryn Shander.
No, I'm not saying you.
Well,
You
okay.
you obviously put it there for a reason, but I'm trying to think when would you have gotten it?
Excuse me.
A Black Pearl.
Because we were talking
I was
about it last
trying to-
time too, Rain.
It must have been before. You didn't find it in the treasure underwater. No, it was before that, right?
Yeah, the treasure underwater was the ogre gloves, and I believe
yeah,
just like
yeah.
some
Coins.
loose, some coins, and that was it.
Yeah. I think
The Yeti cave, all I found was a spell book.
And a potion. That
was
I
it
gave
in
you.
the tower, the Shardland Tower?
Oh yeah, we also found the spider climb in the.
I looked through
Yeti
that
cave.
as well. The tower, didn't find it there. The only
Yeah.
thing that you might be missing is that I think you picked up the broken vials of things on the floor. That you collected that from all the broken vials in the first level lab. I don't know if you have that on your sheet.
But how does that confuse with Black Pearl?
I-
Broken glass? Black Pearl?
I
But,
it
but did
wasn't
did you have it? Did you have it before or after that tower? Do you remember?
I don't remember that part now.
It's just that there's not a black pearl in the DM's item list, so
Yeah.
It
so
makes it a
so
little
it
bit-
wasn't in the cave. It wasn't in the
I think
tower.
then, if Max thinks he has the item, then Max should watch the recaps and find where he got it.
Like, I already one of the first things I said was just like, hey, if it's really that much of an issue, I can just delete it off my character sheet.
Okay.
Oh,
I didn't
no,
know. I
You
didn't know
have
that
to,
happened.
you have to watch it.
Yeah.
You have to watch 100 hours worth of sessions to know where that name came from.
I've been kind of enjoying this quest for where the fuck did this Black Pearl come from?
And I know it's not the original pearl that I stole from that caravan because
Because
I
it
have
was
that
not black.
and I also have it separately, and I repaired it.
Well,
Wait,
anyway,
you two Black Pearl? Right.
No, I have a
Make it a
regular
cursed
pearl,
item.
and I also have a black pearl.
anyway,
Oh, okay.
everyone
Yeah.
successfully has a long rest.
Okay.
You guys,
He's
Max is upset that he didn't cast.
revitalized.
Yeah, Max is upset that he didn't get to cast a single spell that night, so he sneaks out and casts Fireball twice into the middle of a field, then goes back to bed.
And I have one thing
Okay.
to tell everyone as well.
Some
What?
5+ charisma mod, temp HP.
Yeah.
Morning Lord.
Thank you.
Good.
Yep.
you feel revitalized, and the bless of the Morning Lord is still upon you as you get your temporary HP.
How much is it again?
5 plus con
5
mod.
plus con mod.
Well, actually,
Con,
you know,
yeah,
it'd be really
sorry,
funny.
not charisma.
It's like while
Yeah.
Thorin is sleeping, I cast haste on him. Oh, that he just like adrenaline shot.
Yeah, don't worry,
He
I just
Thorin.
runs
start
at
having
normal
like the most
speed.
wild dreams.
Rain, roll me.
Oh god.
I would say a religion check.
Okay, 19.
In your sleeps, you start seeing images. I don't know if you want to take this to Whisper Room.
Sure. Might as well.
Okay. I'll take us there and be back with you guys in a bit.
Anybody else got some black pearls?
What the fuck was that?
The curtain is coming down. The magic is happening.
I do not know of a black pearl. I thought long and hard about it, and
Don't worry, so did I. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, I had a few things. Thorga's caravan in the first city when he went in through the door and stole things, but you weren't there until session 2 and went in there. But I don't think there was a black pearl. It was just documentation. Second thing, the session I wasn't in, you were only traveling with a lot of ice storms and shit. So definitely not that. Not with the Yetis. It might, maybe from the dwarf's home, the dead dwarf that we got into his home to search for stuff. But that's like session 5 or something.
And it's like the only reason I am like confident that it's actually in here is because like I had to put it in as a custom item, and it has a description that like I typed in.
You did type a description?
Yeah, I mean it's literally just oddly magical, but that's just because I have this like clip in my head that I remember where.
Oh
Caden
yeah,
just
yeah.
went,
Then it might be the dwarf one because we found. I think you found the Chardlin necklace that was corrupting him inside his home, and then later on identified it as a Chardlin necklace.
Well, no, because I also like I specifically used that one and I changed it in my equipment a few times.
I need to go back and watch that episodes then to see what he says that we found.
Yeah, because I remember using that necklace. We had the one
Yeah,
real
yeah,
one,
yeah.
and then I made a few fakes.
Yeah, you did.
I just love how we still can't find out what this is from.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the search, and I'm learning so much lore just by y'all just trying to think of where it could be from.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a multifaceted thing because we're in a region where we found out that the Frost Maiden is the main culprit. There is Durgar from the Underdark that's collecting shards from an exploding Netherese tower to create the beast to take over this region. There's 2 evil organizations, the Arcane Brotherhood and the Center Rim, that's trying to take over and exploit the people. And then we have 3 red wizards, or 4 red wizards out of 1 we helped that was good, that came out of nowhere, that is searching for the artifact from the Netherese, which is a race of extremely magical beings that made floating cities that then exploded and fell onto the ground. And seems like some of them landed here in Icewind Dale. So went through an upside down tower that is fallen from the sky. Then of course going through all the towns. And then of course the Chardalin is corrupting people's minds. So we've seen corrupted barbarians, corrupted Levistus followers, which is one of the deities of the 9 hells. So a lot of different things happening here.
Oh yeah.
And Max also has a Centaurim artifact, and a small shard of one of the magical objects that is was helping the cities float. It's you can, in
Miniature
essence,
Mythalar?
Yeah, the mini Mythalar is, in essence, the Mythalar was the one that made the cities float, and Mythalars are, in essence, unlimited magical power, isn't it, Max?
Oh yeah, Dylan knows about Mythalars. They're in my campaign too.
Aha. Is
I'm so good at breaking them.
the magic beast also there? The ones that sucks out the magic of the land that created that whole region of a desert? We found a book
I don't
about
think
them. It's like a being that hates magic, and the magic polluted their land and got so mad that they
Oh no.
attacked the.
No, they don't have that.
Okay. Pharims is what they're called. Pharaerimm, I think.
It's more like a lot of insidious and like people keep trying to make Mythalars, and he keeps stopping it.
We managed to steal one.
Oh, a Mythalar?
Well, a Mythalar seed.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, the starting catalyst to create one.
Jesus.
We teleported it out of somewhere to take it somewhere safe, and I was hit by a wild magic surge. And of all the things that to happen, it was the Mythalar was hit by the target spell, and the random spell was mending. Or was it fabricate?
I think it was mending.
But yeah, and that stopped it from exploding.
Oh.
It was just so hyper situational, and I just got so lucky.
Yeah, because it was just going to be like a failed attempt, and it was going to explode and potentially kill a lot of people.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, so we were doing the whole like, Dragon Ball Z Goku teleporting Cell away.
Mm.
No, wait, that was it. You're about to teleport it away, and then it uses a third edition, like 3.5 Wild Magic chart, just because I like it. I think it's cooler.
Ah.
But it's got a bunch of weird spells that aren't in 5th edition, and it was greater mending.
What the fuck is great? Oh, greater mending can mend magical objects and retain the powers.
Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it was like hyper specific. It was going to explode no matter what.
And that was like the one thing to stop it from exploding.
We have returned.
Hmm.
Hello.
Long rest.
First thing in the morning. Yeah. First thing in the morning, what's everyone doing?
I'll start off with a prayer. Why not?
Okay. What are you praying for?
I am praying for the aid of my patron to help us in this mission to get to the bottom of this whole rhyme with the Frost Maiden and everything.
Sure, go ahead and roll religion.
Yep. Give me a second.
You feel these comfortable yet cold flow through your body, and you know that the godly presence of your patron is still with you.
Well, Akari, I hope you keep us safe on our journey. We're going to thread on some dangerous waters out here. I really could need your help.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, so Thorin was going to help me with some of my magic item like creation research. And
Did you introduce him to what you're doing?
yeah.
Okay.
And basically he's with all of his knowledge of like rock and stone, is going to try to help me figure out how to get my hands on some adamant.
Ooh.
All right, roll me history, Thorin. And since it's with rocks, is it advantage or double proficiency?
Was it adamant or adamantine?
Adamant. It's the ore that you need to be able to make adamantine, because that's adamantium is actually an alloy.
Okay.
Look in your features and traits.
Stone cutting?
Yeah, stone cutting.
Yeah. Whenever I make an investigation check, wait, no, not that. Whenever I make a history check relating to stonework, I'm considered proficient. I add double proficiency. Yeah.
Double proficiency. Okay.
Okay. So would me helping him also give him advantage?
Sure, why not? It'll be really funny if you fuck this up.
So you get a +6 to this on top of your. Why is your history a +5? Are you proficient in it? Oh, your intelligence is crazy high, of course.
Yeah.
So this is what, a +11?
Yeah. So a plus 11 to this roll. Should I just roll a d20 or?
Yeah, go ahead.
1.
Or 20.
Yeah, he's doing it on this, so it adds
So
the plus
that
11.
is
27.
27. You know that adamantine, the raw material, grows or not grows, is formed under immense amount of heat. Usually, where volcanic activity, you can find mines of adamantine.
Oh, that
Holy
was the
shit! What was it?
advantage.
Not 24. Oh, that was the advantage.
Yeah, that was the
31.
advantage.
Holy shit!
Hold it. Yeah. Jesus.
So was that 31 or something?
Yeah.
Get 31 history check.
You know exactly the coordinates. It's right here.
Oh yeah, the
XYZ.
nearest or there.
Used to play with this as a kid.
You know how it smells.
The beads in his beard are just made from that.
Oh, there's no such thing as critical skill checks anyway, but yeah, it's still really cool.
Yeah.
They're bringing that in, I think, in the new one.
Are
Aren't
they?
they?
Wow.
I think so.
And the new one.
D&D next or something. It's gonna be
I don't
or won't.
believe
Yeah, whatever.
Not to
You
break
don't think so? I
games.
thought they were.
A lot of
Might have
people
been one of the
seem to
earlier
think that this
playtests,
next
but-
edition.
Okay.
A lot of people seem to think this next edition is going to be like 5.5.
Yeah. It would make
looks
sense
like
if it is, because it's been like this for so long now.
But anyway,
So
As
you said he
everyone
knows what it smells like.
Yeah. No, but
Yeah, I'm like a
didn't
pig
you guys
looking for
hear-
truffles.
Didn't you guys hear what I say previous to that?
yeah, intense amounts of heat, but then
Mhm.
you asked about the
Volcanic
money.
activity.
Volcanic activity. Yeah.
Ah, so we know.
Where there's volcanic activity, you can find adamantine.
Do you know where any volcanoes might be around here, Thorin?
It just so happens. I don't think so, but I can roll.
Well,
can I roll for that?
you just arrived here, so I
Yeah,
don't
so
think
no.
you know any landmarks.
Oh, that's fair.
Isn't Kelvin Cairn the highest mountain? Might that not
It
be
is.
a volcano? Or at least the dwarves of that valley would know of it. Perhaps.
We could.
It
We can
appears
also-
to be just be a mountain.
As most volcanoes do.
Well, kind of. But as everyone's still getting ready for the morning, you hear knocks on your doors.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Can I
We're
talk
just
to the party
waiting.
for a sec?
What?
Can I talk to the party before we set off?
The Torgus employees are harassing you guys to go as quick as you can.
We can talk on the
Alright,
way.
fine.
Rain.
Yeah, I'll grab everything and leave.
As they're knocking on my door, I knock on Torga's shoulder because I was already up as I went for my run.
Fair. See, I told you they could send a message anytime. But as we are now ready, let's waste no time. As you see, the sleds are ready to depart. There are two sets of dogs that are gonna pull each one half of the caravan, and the ones that are going to be doing the riding are actually the two Torgas employees. As you guys can fit 3 on one of the caravan or 4. I mean, a caravan can hold up to 4 people. So one of you guys decide how to split in these 2 caravans.
I would like to be close to Torga to keep an eye on her.
Okay, so one of the caravans is Brutus Torga.
I'll stay in the other one to keep the weight off. Yeah.
Martok,
I'll go with Brutus and Torga.
I'll go with Bartok.
Rain,
And
Max.
I'd like to say that like while the caravan's going, I'd like my steed to follow behind us.
All right.
Well, where's Torrens
That's good.
going?
For dragging
I'll
them
go on
along.
the second caravan.
All right.
Second caravan, where Martog, Max, and Thorin. Where are you, Rain,
No, I was.
hopping on?
Brut-
Oh,
yeah,
you're with
no,
Martog, yeah?
No, Brutus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Brutus.
Oh, with Brutus, yeah.
Brutus for Torga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we missing one? No, that's all. Okay.
No, that's everyone.
And as the caravan sets off, there's a couple of hours of travel. So during these hours, anyone doing anything, talking about something?
Yeah. I would just like to ask. Never mind. I kind of want to learn some things about Torga, but at the same time, I genuinely don't want to talk to her. She seems very rude.
Well, I want to talk to the party, but if I'm talking to just what's the how long is it going to take for us to get there?
7 hours.
Okay, I'll hold I won't say anything.
Okay, can
Just
I
I had a troubling dream. I'll talk to you about it later.
can I see Brutus from my caravan?
Yeah, you guys can see each other. The caravans are going side to side, although there are some sections of the road that are kind of stretched. So one caravan has to go first and the other second, but then they will align again.
Okay, I will use telepathy and tell Brutus that be sure to look through for any seals. Have suspicion that Thorga is part of one of these networks, and we're being led into a really difficult situation here. So anything you can find in there, you can inform Max as well. No, Max is with me. Rain as well.
I can't say anything, but I'm going to try to inconspicuously look at things, investigate caravan itself, try to see what Torga's got on her.
Roll perception.
Cord, I come to you today. Bless me. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Don't fuck me. Okay. A little better.
Nice. You see there are it is pretty empty because the carriages had to load down in order to receive the new cargo that is incoming. So the only thing that is inside is you guys, the seats, and the veils that covered the windows. But these are stretched out, or not stretched out, like pulled aside. On the wall itself, you go like seeing to see if there was any marking, but doesn't seem to be any suspicious. As for Torgus' clothing, it is just looks to be pelts and furs that she's wearing.
Okay. Any necklaces, any weapons, anything.
You see she's carrying a dagger on her, and any necklaces, rings, or earrings that she has is solely decorative. They don't seem to have any jewels on them.
I'll ask Rain how he's feeling today.
Well, as I said, I had a troubling dream last night, but I think I'll not divulge the details to us all. There's no point in loading it all onto yourself as a burden. I don't usually have such dreams. It's something. It's funny. It was concerning my past. What I told you about.
Do you think talking about it triggered it?
Perhaps. Maybe it was just. Maybe maybe just a nightmare. But my father did tell me to be concerned of such, or to be wary of such dreams. They could be premonitions or portents of things to come.
Well,
I've had
Torga
nightmares
is-
before, but
Torga is gonna say, dreams are usually omens of the future.
appreciate the input, Torga, but this is an AB conversation. You could see your way out of it for a moment. That'd be great.
Since we're all in the same carriage, I don't see why we cannot talk, the three of us.
Can she
Think-
persuade me? Because
nah,
I would not
I'm not
pay
gonna
it.
talk. I don't want to talk with Torga in present.
I don't see why we can't talk together. Don't worry, I do.
All right. To cut the weird tension now, I'd say after a little time passed, why was the enchanted sword so smart? Because it was a cut above the rest.
Ooh.
And then when nobody laughs, I would just go back to facing out the window.
Roll performance.
Oh, it's an inspiration incoming, man. Ah.
Oh, man.
Torga scoffs. Kind of like
All right, I'll take it.
But as some hours of travel pass, you come into. Hold on. Are you guys in the map?
Nope.
Nope. As you guys are like around this point, you can see the ping, yeah?
Yeah, just like Bremen.
Exactly. There is kind of like stretch passing where two mountains get closer and closer together, and it is like a very stretched passing. And as the two caravans approach closer and closer, a figure that is in between this stretch becomes clearer and clearer. And the more you approach, the bigger this figure appears to look. And when caravans are kind of close, the guys from the carriage pull up to a stop as they kind of look at each other. And then the one that is driving the caravan where Torga is gonna come down like to the side, kind of like this, and say, Torga, we have a problem. And she's gonna look outside, and everyone looking outside from the windows, you can see that there is like rocks stretching out on the pass, and right in the middle of this pass, there is a giant humanoid, kind of like riding a mammoth, and is standing in between the path that you guys have to cross. And Torga's gonna kind of like look worried and say, I think this is where you come in.
I'm gonna, seeing the mammoth there and knowing that we have it to move, I would immediately send Rudy to try to charge at it, to ram it, to knock it prone.
Hold on. Oh, where's the
Move
map?
at least 20 feet in a straight line. Knock him prone, move on our way. That's what I'm thinking.
Can everyone see?
Yeah.
Well, my character can't see, but I can.
Yes.
I mean, it's all dark. Is it in the
Yeah.
middle of the night?
No,
I
it is
can
day,
see.
but it is darkened because there is no direct sunlight.
Yeah, I don't think I shouldn't be able to see.
Is it
anything,
dim light
but
or
I
is it
see
darkness?
everything.
No. Is it dim light or darkness?
It's
I mean,
dim
it's-
light.
Dim light.
It's a
Where
caravan,
can
so I
see-
imagine there's like lights somewhere.
It's dim
Yeah,
light.
it also has lights on it. But everyone, well, I guess you guys can now see there's a frost giant riding a mammoth standing in between you guys and the way.
Frost giant.
And this is where the session ends.
Oh, come on, man. I love combat.
We are right in the cut where Max has to go to work. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, same. I also need to head out.
Yeah.
Great session, everyone.
Let's do
Love
that.
the
Take your
progress.
session.
I want to kill things.
Not everything is kill in this world.
We will go up and hug them, okay? Beer hug.
I just got through telling Rain at dinner though that my thinking don't work too good. I hit. Okay, so
Well, you
Yeah.
have pretty high charisma
yeah. About the one thing I got.
and strength and constitution.
Well, have a good one, everyone. I'm gonna head out
Have a
now.
good one.
Bye.
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 Yeah.
See you next
See
week,
you.
guys. Good to be back.
Yeah, nice
Good
to
to
have
be
you back
back.
as well, Wayne, and damn good backstory. Seems like it was
Oh yeah,
Barovia.
I tried to look that up. Yeah. Oh well, in case you didn't pick, it was a domain of dread kind of thing. You know.
Yeah,
that
it
kinda
was.
thing.
Yeah. I thought it was Barovia because the funny
Well,
thing
it's not
is,
Barovia, but
There's a
it's
lot
similar.
of domains of dreads.
oh, there
Yeah.
is. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't
new
know.
thing, and I think in the new one, yeah, it's like the
Van
what's it called?
Richten's Guide to
Yeah.
Ravenloft.
Yeah, it's like they can be. Barovia is a domain of dread, but there can be many. Like
Okay.
There's like 7.
it's just one particular one, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. I'll tell you the dream after the combat if I'm still alive.
hmm
What do you mean if you're still alive?
You got shield, man. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I should be fine. Well, we
Oh.
have 10 hit points as well, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
All right,
funniest
I'll see
part.
you guys next
you.
week.
See you, man.
I'll see
Right,
you
it's the same
everyone
time,
next
yeah.
week.
Back 9 o'clock. Wait, what day? Oh yeah, do that. No, that's fine. Okay, yeah, see. Bye bye.
Bye.
So, Rain is from that region. Icarus is from the region in this campaign that goes down to Netherese.
Yeah.
That's some inspiration right there. That was good. Yeah.
What's crazy, Cass, is I was looking at the Mammoth stat block earlier this week. I'm just thinking in my brain.
And you know how a bad idea it is to fight it, yeah?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But I
And it
in
combined it
game,
with a
Brutus
frost
doesn't
giant.
care.
All it takes is it large or smaller is the question.
The
Mammoth is large.
frost giant is huge.
Yeah, but the mammoth is large?
It's huge too.
No, come on. It's bigger than a dragon?
No. The dragons are gargantuan, I think.
I think we've established that they were large.
Are they?
Well, my elk is large,
Mm.
so or my reindeer.
Yeah. And if you look at the comparison,
Now I'm pissed off I didn't pick whole person instead of shatter. They would have been fucked. 2 whole persons, level 3, boom. Stand in place. Mammoth runs. The guy stands still in the air. Shoot. Oh, attack.
I got
1 second, I'll be right back.
okay. I'll see you guys in 2 days.
see you Saturday.
Bye bye.
You gonna go play WoW now?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye. Well.
What, he left?
Yeah, he did.
Ah. Mm. Well,